Welcome to Super Tuesday, presented by Progressive. Houston has no problem. Life is good right now for the freshly minted #1 team in the land, and Fertitta Center will have more than 7,000 in that defense, just choking down the offense, and we are underway, and Skillings can't chase it down for Cincinnati. Knocked out of bounds, and Houston will have possession first. Houston has now won the last 10 meetings between these two teams, who met for high stakes over the years in the American Conference. Here is Juwan Roberts going to work, spinning, and it is fouled up and in, and immediately, just like L.J. Cryer had a lot of clutch free throws in that overtime victory against Baylor on Saturday. Francis almost picked up that pivot foot. Here's Shed. Good closeout from Thomas to keep Cryer from shooting the three, but he can't stop the mid-range. The rim. That last foul was on Seamus Lukosius. Here's Sharp, strong, and Dago blocks it and throws it out, and he basically got an assist to Cryer.
It's a killer.
In the country. And Cincinnati's not short on rim protection. They are short on points right now, down a touchdown. And Bandego this time, nobody will make ill of his good. The offensive glass. Joseph Tugler, the freshman from here in Houston, number 25, has checked in for Kelvin Sampson. And Cryer has another three, and it's a 10-2 game in LJ. Hit one mid-range earlier, couldn't find it there, but another offensive rebound. Gave the Cougs a fresh 20. Here's Roberts. Rolls up there, and a hand got on it and tipped it in.
Joe Tugler, the freshman, 7'6" wingspan.
As a live ball turnover you can't afford. Shed leaves it for Roberts. In your kitchen, though they are quite regularly. There's Victor Locken, who's checked in. Man, has he been struggling. For the last 6 games Victor's played has been scoreless. Earlier this year, he was Cincinnati's leading scorer, and boy, could he use that one. Houston is. Iowa State's right there with him. Iowa State has a win against him. You mentioned the Kansas game earlier.
It's a big-time win for Baylor last night. On the road at TCU, coming off of the loss to Houston in overtime.
Wilson. So if you think that Houston might be lacking an offensive weapon or two, they have a few guys, even coming off the bench, who are very capable. There's a good drive and score from Jameel Reynolds with you from Fertitta Center in Houston on Cougars campus. Spectacular venue where Wilson almost came up with the steal. Shot clock at 5, and now they've got it right at the rim. And second dunk of the night for Aziz Bandego, the big fella. Bandego almost tried to skip past and thought better of it against this defense. And Seamus Lukosius knocks. Everybody's got to give a little bit. Houston atop the polls, first time this season. Spent considerable time there last year. L.J. Cryer has been hot tonight, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Pressure on the defense.
Cryer now with it exclusively on the ESPN platform. Reynolds has it rejected, and boy, Francis is playing tough. He might not be as big as some of those guys from Cincinnati, but he's playing large. Now Reynolds going to go right at him, and that time Jameel will win the battle and draw the foul. The second foul, Chris, on Juwan Roberts. Shed. They got a lot of guards on the line.
And their defense has actually stood up here. I mean, you know, they're doing a lot of switching 1 through 4. They're staying in front of the ball and forcing tough shots.
Cryer. Again. Leading Cincinnati in scoring has yet to scratch tonight as well. Wilson working on him. Now to Cryer. Cryer hasn't had trouble scoring, and LJ will go to the line.
A run to a Final Four, and it's been their offense. That's when this team offensively can take a jump.
Lockton. No look pass, and Houston basically gets a chance stopped, and Lockton has it blocked by Francis, but there is a whistle.
First of all, they have incredibly active hands, and then they cut off your angle. They make it very hard to make a pass on target. I mean, you think you have a lob there to a 7-footer, and that wingspan, that length, that...
Bearcats will have it, 26.7 to go, 20 on the shot clock. Haven't been able to get Skillings going offensively. Haven't been able to get either of the guards, but really, to be honest, they really haven't got much of anything going on offense. A.J. Thomas from the elbow has to arc it high. Nice shot. Tough point guard. That was a tough one. Shed coming down. Final seconds. Does he get it off? And right at the buzzer, it's Sharp, and another assist from Shed. (26-17). Right in the nick of time, and Sharp works it in as Emmanuel Sharp. Ball can get it going in the second half. Bearcats will have it first. We've referenced a couple of times tonight their first meeting in Cincinnati. It was in the early part of the second half. The Bearcats got things started, and Bandego tries to do it, and big fella will go to the free throw line. Shy about it and continuing to make plays even though he hasn't scored the 6 assists in the first half. Could be another one. Francis rolls it in.
And a nice job finding Javier Francis in that pocket. You know you're the leader when the coach gets on you for other guys. Cryer hits again.
Cincinnati has not scored tonight. Precocious, and he knocks down another 3. It's his second of the night. The officials were going to go to the monitor to see what happened there.
Well, he got up and had some choice words.
Oh, he just took a little shot. Bandego was trying to clear him out of there, I think.
He was not happy about that.
See if we can get a better look at it and see if
it happened before.
It was before that, yeah. Two for 2. Miller is in full agreement with you. And Shed dribbling into traffic somehow got out of there with it again. Kicks it back to Sharp, who knocks down the 3. And now Roche's pocket. Skilling saves him from a turnover. Now Skilling's side of the backboard, and Cincinnati is out of sorts. Shed leaves it with Sharp. Bandego inside. Flush.
You don't see that happen much to this Houston defense, but again, back up on the second jump.
Almost as though Z said, I got your flagrant 1 right here with a flagrant 2. Inside to Francis, and he almost had the 3-point play.
Times tonight.
And right on cue, they just got him up off the bench. Has sort of been interchangeable at times this season. And the other thing is that the top rebounding team in the conference is Cincinnati, and there's a big fellow with his specialty, and they go with the block. Brockton got loose inside, and Victor, who has had a real struggle offensively. Field goal attempts working inside more. He got a little sweet on that 3 ball and had been struggling from beyond the arc the last month or so. Roberts tips it. Cincinnati comes away with. Here's James, who leads Shed behind.
My goodness. Goodness, Jizzle.
A 6-0 run. Edgerrin James didn't even get up. He was like, yeah, I expected that. L.J. Cryer from the corner for a while. And since that point, he's made just 6 of his last 37 from behind the arc. And a strong move, and the drought is over as Jamal Shed gets a field goal.
It's a lot of what Kelvin Sampson wants. Just get in the paint, get that ball up in the board.
As Locken has taking a seat for the Bearcats. Coaches. He's had a hot hand from behind the arc. Another 3-ball for him. Third of the night for Seamus. He has 9. And leads back down to 13. Pryor with a nifty pass to Francis to split the defenders. And the road at Creighton, which candidly I found a little bit surprising. I thought they would hold on to that #1 spot. But either way, you've got elite teams at the top with those two and Purdue for sure. And the pull-up shot is Jizzle James is making his. I noticed he has the hymn tattooed on his neck, and he's big enough that I wouldn't argue with him.
I would not disagree.
Good pass from Pryor, and Juwan Roberts with the finish. Back with this group, Damian being one of them, earning his wrath for playing defense with the hands and not the feet. And Jizzle James knocks down the 3, much to the delight of his cheering section just to our left. And Cincinnati back within 12. Starts with NBA countdown at 7 o'clock Eastern time. 12-point game. Cincinnati with the ball. Trying to put a little game pressure on the #1 team. Here's Newman for 3, and there is a 3-ball from somebody besides Lukosius. Just a basket here, play there. Maybe, another offensive weapon. Kept them from getting over the hump in so many games, and tonight just keep hanging around, and Houston keeps answering. Juwan, shot clock's at 5. Sharp's going to have to go to work, and he does, sort of fading away on that 3. Roberts fighting for it, and there's an offensive rebound for Houston. Cincinnati out-rebounded Houston in the first half, held their own, but more good work on the offensive glass by the Cougars there, and foul is going to be called. Indiating the card. Bandego working on Roberts. Can't get the shot off, and he turns it over. Shed. But Bandego trying to block it, and Jamal will go to the free throw line. You see him throw his hands at 80% free throw shooter. At least in 4 straight games. Sharp. Screened by Thomas hard. Goes spinning, shooting, Skilling, skying for the rebound. Can't hold on to it, but the foul is going to be called on Shed. Cincinnati could use a couple here. First 9 o'clock Eastern time before the Longhorns head off to the SEC. They couldn't quite get a handle on it. Here's Shed, shot clock inside 10. Shed, and there it is. All of those that just wouldn't go, and then the tough one does over the big fella. 70 pounds, maybe, the Reynolds, and instead finishes 14. Houston has tried and tried to put Cincinnati away. The Bearcats won't let them. Cincinnati have one more run in him. Dede Thomas, and he'll go to the free throw line. Thomas makes the first. It's there. That was they give you the opportunity to knock him down. I guess every now and then ball does lie, though, doesn't it? How about that pass? Jet inside. Roberts with a chance with a 3-point play. And has picked up his 4th. I'm the #1 team in the country. Tony Padilla has a foul on the floor. Hey, UCF, he had a double figure on that very point. He's had a hamstring that just won't cooperate. Right around the collard green time.
Yes, indeed.
3.5 to go. Juwan Roberts trying to get it to Francis, threw it away. Dede Thomas with an acrobatic move.
Behind him.
Might have a double team there. Shed gets away. Pryor, Francis, Roberts patiently puts it up, and we'll go to the free throw line. His defense, Chris, can take you out of his, really taking Dan Skillings out of his game tonight. No field goals, only 2 free throws tonight. Here is Skillings. Now he's got one. Here, Bearcats could bucket here, stop, and then follow it up again. Maybe they can give them a finish. There's James. Skillings, strong offensive rebound and a chance for a three-point play.
He is.
Nine-point game here as we go to the studio.
On the AP poll can overreact to a loss. Practice, which makes them tough in an NCAA tournament environment, was a part of this college basketball schedule.
That's a top 15 team in one of the most hostile environments in the country. Locken gets it right on the doorstep. Victor maybe a little bit of an awaken.
At this point, you just on this possession here, Reese, you just want him to play without scoring in the half court.
And Shed is going to get it across the timeline just in time. Picks up his dribble, and he's in trouble. And Skillings has the steal, and he lays it in. How about the little late burst from Skillings, and all of a sudden it's a two-possession game. Pryor splits the double team, and
freshman. Want a win for UK coming back.
Reed Shepard, legacy player. Lukosius forces one from three. It won't go, and how about that rebound as Juwan Roberts just snatched it away. Pryor head to Malik Wilson. 13 of 21, 62% on the year. Made the last four shot down here after Cincinnati had got it to within 6, but the missed free throws keeping them alive inside 50 seconds to go. Thomas driving. Dizzle James fires for three. It won't go. Locken, a chance to put it back, and Victor was fouled on the ground after he got his own miss. Fouls. Locken has another. Victor Locken averaging just over a point in his last 5 tonight. Was 9 and 7. Missed that one. Still a 7-point game, and now they'll have to hope for some more missed free throws from Houston down the street.
In fact, it has all to do with who's got.
Blanket over the hump. They came into this game still under consideration for the NCAA tournament, according to our Joe Lenardi. This would have been a huge boost for them. And the coaches drives hard, and the fans disagree.
There's going to be a lot from this game that Kelvin Sampson will be able to dig in on.
The double figures with that last free throw. Now he's got 11. 6-point game again. Still some time, but they need some missed free throws. Remarkable consistency.
Oh, and you think, Reese, about they're now down Ramon Walker Jr., and yet they're #1 in the country. I mean, that is it's a testament, obviously, to their head coach, but certainly these veteran leaders on this team.
One of those is Roberts, who just made both free throws, and that ought to do it, as Day Thomas misses. The coach is fighting, Locken in there fighting. And Mick Victor's found a little spark tonight, and it's good to see. I know he's inbounding the ball, was just a point away from a double-double with 11 assists. Sharp is trapped in the corner, and he's fouled by Josh Reed. Sharp, another one of the ball handlers, who's an excellent. He hit the one right at the end of the first half and a couple early in the second as Houston put a little distance between themselves and Cincinnati for a while. Henry Johnson, I wonder what he thought of the route concepts. And Houston is going to celebrate their first game this season as #1 with a victory, 67-59, the final, as it is now 11 straight times that the Cougars have taken down the Bearcats.